Okay, good day to you all. As you all know, my name is Hammad, and welcome to the 15th of the capacity building training for 1,000 Nigerian civil servants on ICT, which organized by Hammad Technologies and Consultancy Limited. Today we are in the 15th September 2025. So, based on, as you all know, based on every day, we are starting with our day's outline. That is the course outlines. So today, today's outline is going to be recap on day three, and then we'll talk about text customization using shortkeys like from Control A
Yes.
to Control M. We will start from Control A and stop with Control M. Then we will move to question and answers, then conclusions. So this is all about today's
Okay.
tutorial. Sorry, can you hear me, please? I'm so sorry. I put on my phone on mute. So as I was explaining before, previously we learned how to use shortkeys in MS Words. They taught you how to use shortkeys. And then, these are combination of keys that, usually make our work faster. And instead of depending only on the mouse, for you to only be using mouse, so there is a short keys that will please enable you to ease your work, and your work will be smoothly and faster. So recapping is important because learners need to see like the link between past lessons and the today's focus. So I want to remind you on the control shortcut save time, and it also reduces stress. Like instead of going to the menu to copy text, simply pressing Control C will easily give you a will does it to you instantly. So as we all know, on your last classes, they were taught you about the highlight on Control A to Control M, which is, as we all know, Control A simply means select all or highlight all. Control B, bold text. Using Control B, you have to bold your text, and then Control C, you have to copy. Control D, font dialog box. Likewise, Control E, center alignment. You have to align your the right of into center. Then Control F means find. You have to find word. Control G simply means go to page numbers. You have to go to page or go to photos or the inserts you made. Maybe you insert documents. Let's say you insert photos or you insert. It depends on the insertions on your. They can use go to find it. So Control H, I will all know is use replace. Control I, italic. It's italic your writings. Then Control J is justify your text. Likewise, Control K, it inserts hyperlink, and then Control L is left alignment, while Control M is tab. So as we all know that, so today we will focus, I think, uh, okay, you will also talk about Control N, new document, Control O, open file, Control P to print, Control Q, 1.15 line spacing, then Control R, right alignment, Control S, save, Control T, left, that is indentation. Then Control U underline, Control V, which is paste, Control W, close, Control X, cost, cuts, and then Control Y, you redo last action. That is, you have to redo what you have done before. That is to go back where you have gone. Instead of Control Z, go front, go, and then Control redo what you have, what Control Z did to you. Then Control Z, that is undo last action. So I think that's all for what you have thought about the highlights on shortkeys. That is from Control A to Control Z. So today we are going to talk about from Control A to Control M. What Control A and Control M uh, do. Thank you. Ah, wait. Sorry. Were you taught about all these controls and the applications, please?
Yes.
They have shown you the practical aspect of Control A to Control Z. Hello?
They haven't taught us the practical aspect.
Okay,
They
they
haven't
only
tell us the practical aspect. Yes, we only taught how we make use of it, but they didn't show us the practical aspect of
okay.
it.
So now let's move to test customization using shortkeys from Control A to Control M. So I'll give you a practical aspect on how Control A to Control M works. And so let's go. Let's go to Word and have some practical aspects on how we can use our uh, how we can apply each applications and how they can. So first of all, let me go to my Word application. I Now, as you can see, my Word application is loading and is open. So let me use any of my files to at least use it as a sample. Let me use this chapter 4 project of someone. So here, as you can see, we want to apply all the practical aspects from Control E to Control M. We will start from Control E to Control M. So today, as I said, we will focus on text customization shortcut. That is from Control E to Control M. And you know, these shortcuts help us to select and even format and sometimes organize text quickly. So Control A simply means select all. Whenever you see Control A, Control L simply means select all. Let me show you how it works. So if you can see here, from this page one, if I press my cursor from the top, from here, chapter, can you see chapter 4? I place my cursor here. It's blinking if you can see it. Once you
Mm.
press Control plus A, it will select or highlight all the everything within the context. So that this selects all text in document at once. Like just a teacher preparing an exam paper. You know, you can use Control A to quickly select everything and change the font style. Instead of you, let's say here we are having, let's say here, let's change the so let's change this. Now let's say I press Control A. As you can see, I press Control A. Let's say I want to change the text format. So now I highlighted everything now. As you can see,
Mm. Yes,
everything
we
is
can see
highlighted.
that.
So as you can see, all the write-offs are now highlighted. If you can see, using Control A, I highlighted everything using one click. So for me now to change my character, just I just come here. Let's say let me use new Roman. No, let me use Arial. So now all my text will the Arial will apply to all my text. You can see it's differentiate from this to that. Here you can see this write-off is different. Here, let's say I have Calibri here. I have so many combinations of characters in my this. Let me use here this. Let's say here it's this character. Let me use different characters so that to show you how it can easily work. So let's say I apply this. So here you can see in our document we have different characters.
Babban labari a shafinmu na intanet wato bbchausa.com
Please don't.
yana cewa
So as you can see here, as you can see here, we have different characters in my document. I have different characters. So now if I want to change it to one character, I will just, what I will want to do, I will just press my cursor anywhere and it just Control A and then come to home, then use here to change your character, fonts, to change your font character. Let's change my fonts. So here, click this arrow, it will show you different fonts. So let me change it to Arial. So here now, if you can see all my rights of here, all the document rights of change to Arial. So to confirm it, just highlight As you can see here, it shows area. Likewise, if you come here, it will also show area. This is for control A. So for control B simply means bold, to bold your right up. Control B simply means to highlight what you want to bold. Let's say I want to bold the whole this I want to bold this system processor, the descriptions on it. Let me bold it. Just use Control B. So as I press Control B, as you can see, the right of now is quite deep, is bolder than the other one, which is the other one is very and sillier than the other one. Likewise, if I redo it, can you see it's now different with the other one? So likewise, I can apply it using the same method. That is, you highlight your what you want to bold, and then bold it. Go ahead. Or let me use this as an example. So here you can see the chapter 4 and implementation and evaluation is not bolded. If I want to bold it, I'll just highlight chapter 4 and this to make it bold. Just Control B. Use Control B. As you Control B, it's now bolder than the previous one. This is how Control B works. It makes text bold for emphasis. Like it's important heading in assignment or memos. You can see this is our heading. Chapter 4 is a heading. Likewise, implementation and evaluation under chapter 4 is also a heading. Likewise, if I want to head this thing to make it difference from the other writers, I will just use Control B. So this is all about what Control B do. So now if I want to apply Control D, okay, let me now apply Control C. So let me apply Control C. In applying Control C simply means copy. If you want to copy something and paste it somewhere, it's easy for you to copy it. Copy, select text or object. That is just like reusing steps in multiple selection. Let's say I want to use this complete 4.1 into somewhere else. So just highlight it. Highlight from 4.1, highlight 4.1, then press Control C. Control plus C. Let me say I want to use is somewhere around here. Let me say I want to use it here. Let's say I want to use it here. So now that I've copied it, if I want to use it here, I can just apply it here to also work there. You can see it here. I copy it from there and then paste it here. That is all how Control C it works. So as you can see, I copy it and then I want to reuse it here. So I copy it from here. It's also here. And let's say I want to use it to in this page 4. So this also where you can, this is what Control C do. So after C, then we have Control D. Control D simply means font dialog box. It opens like a fourth customizations forms box for you. Maybe where you can set your style, size, color, and effect. Instead of you to use, let's say, home button. So Control D can use so many things for you. Just press, let's just highlight what you want to highlight. Just highlight it and press Control D. As you press Control D, it opens font dialog as you can see. So here, if I want to change the font style, I can just use here let's say I want to use Algerian. You can see it changed. Control D, it's open dialog. It opens dialog, font dialog box. Here you can see there is font style, either if you want to use italic, if you want to bold it, if you want to use bold italic, as you can see, it shows here also. If you want to use regular, how it is. Now, if I want to come back to my area here, you can see it's changed. If I want to change the size of it, you can see you can increase your size. You can increase your size, depends on how you want it. Just control, press OK. Size is quite differ with this size. So this is what Control D do. Then Control E, it means center alignment. Control E simply means center alignment. So if you want to align your headings into center to center, what you need to do is that a center text into page, normally titles of assignment or official letters, or even the head of the name of your organizations on your letterhead or something like that. Normally you can use to align it into center. Just highlight what you want to align. I highlighted chapter 4 and then I press Control E. It now moves to center. Likewise, if I highlighted this implementation and evaluation and press Control E, it will also move to center. That is why it's called center alignment. So this is all for Control E. So now let's go to Control F. Oh, Control F. What Control F do is that it finds words. Control F, it finds words. Control F normally finds words or phrases in a document. Let's say you are searching for a student's name in a long attendance, or you are searching some unique word in your document. You just want to easily find it in your word. You can simply find it. Or just cite, what you need to do is that Control F. Let me just say Control F. Let me press my Control F. Like as you can see, I press Control F. Since I press Control F, it shows search in words. Can you see? It gives us another navigation which we can search a word. Let's use any word and search it. Let me use inputs. Input. So anywhere input here is in this page, it will be highlighted. As you can see, we have 4 results of inputs. You can see we have 4 results of input. So here you can see it's put a yellow color on the input. Likewise, if you click on next, here you can see it will go to the next page where you can see it, another input. Can you see? From 4.4, I find another input. Likewise, there is also one input below it, which is figure 4.1. There is one input also here. And then that's why here we can see we have 1 of 4 inputs. It's 4.1 input under uh, page 4. We also have input under page 5. We also have input under page 5 also. This is why, well, let's say I want to find, let's say computer. So here, as you can see, we have 6 results. So if it highlights it here, as you can see, we have computer. If I click also next, it will give me another computer. If I click also next, it will take me to another computer highlighted here. We can see another ones. It will go to one by one. Here is another one, here is another one, and then that is all about 6 we have. So this is all about Control F. This is what Control F do. It search words for you. Then Control G. Control G normally simply it jumps to a specific page, section, or sometimes lines. Let's say, for example, you want to navigate to page 10. You want to go to page 10 directly of a long report or of something you want to. Let me just use Control G. Control G. Let's say I want to move here. As you can see, I am on page 1. Just look at your press. If you can see my cursor, I press it on page 1 of it. That means we're on page 1. Let's say I want to go to page 5. If I want to go to page 5, I'll just press go. It now takes me to page 5, as you can see. I'm now on page 5. If I want to change it to page, let's say 3, it will also take me back to page 3. Here you can see we are also in page 3. So this is how it works also. So under it, there is also sections. If you want to go to section by section, if you want to move to lines, bookmarks, document, there is so many things here as you can see, fields, table, graphics, object, and so on. But normally for you to just easy to take you to page numbers. Let's say you want to move to page 8, that is the last page. Into it to scroll down, it will take you here directly to page 8. As you can see, we are now on page 8. This is for Control G. So after Control G, then we move to Control H. Control H simply means replace. It replaces words. If we press Control H, it will replace words. As you can see, Control H. As you can see here, I want to find computer. If I find computer and I want to replace it, here, let's say I type inputs. So now, wherever input is, Control H will find input for us. And then let's say I want to replace input with a word, let's say uh, computer. Let me use this word again. Let me computer. So as you can see, I want to find inputs. And if I find input, I want to replace the word input to computer. This is what Control H do. Control H normally finds and replaces words or phrases. Maybe, for example, let's say, as we can see, I want to change the inputs, the word input. I want to change it to computer. Anywhere in this chapter 4, anywhere in this document input, the word input is, it will be fine and then will be replaced with computer. So let's go to it. Oh, let me first of all find them first. Let me find them first for you. Here I write, as you can see, I write input, find next. So as you can see, it find another input. If I want to go next, another input is here. You can see it at the top. Next, we have another input. As you can see from the button, I press my cursor on it. Next, I still have another input here in italic. Next again. So these are the 4 inputs we have. So let's say I want to replace this word input with computer. So do I want to replace it all? If I want to replace all inputs, I will use replace all. If I want to replace them one by one, I will use replace. So let's use replace first. I will first find them, and then this first one, as you can see, I place my cursor on it. If I press replace, it will now change to inputs, computer also. This one, another one, it will also change to computer, as you can see. Also, the next one will change to computer. You can see all inputs here are changed with the word computer. So now, since I've done it, let me just show you. Let me use Control F to find my word. Can I find inputs? No, matches input again. Inputs. Can I find it? Inputs. There is nowhere to find. Before, if you recall, as we search computer, as we use Control F to find computer, I think we have only 6 search engines, 6 searches. So let me use the word computer again and see how many word of computer can I find. Now you can see the 6 searches we have plus the 4 of input. Now it changed the computer to 10 results. As you can see, now we have 10 results as of before. Now, if I want to replace all the computers now also with inputs, I can use it also. Just Control H. Control H, you can see here, I want to find all computers and replace it with inputs. Inputs. So now it will search, it will find all the words computer and replace it with input. Let's use replace all. Replace all. So all done. That is, we made 10 replacements. That is the 10 list of computers we are there are no longer or are nowhere to be found. So to make it to confirm it's Control F computer. Can you see the computer is nowhere to found? Now, if you want to search our inputs also, inputs, now we have 10 results of inputs. Now, that is how Control F and Control H works. Control F go find and Control H will replace your document. So after Control H, then we have Control I. Control I simply means italic. It will change it. Control I, it slants our text. It slants our text to right. That is our text for emphasis or special terms like a, let's say I want to highlight well, let me use this word, installed install random access memory. So if I use Control I, it's like it's highlighting foreign like words in a research after, as you can see. If I place Control I, as you can see now, it's different. It slangs our words. It's different with the former ones. Here you can see the word is slant. It's like it slants to right. If I use Control Set Z, it's refreshes to where it is before. This is what Control I do. As you can see, if I want to put it in italic mode, just press Control I. It will slant your text. So after Control I, then let's go to Control G. Let's go to Control J and see what Control J do. Control J simply means italic. Wait, Control J simply means justify. Means it's aligned our text. It aligned our text to look so neatly on both sides. That is, it will look so neat and it will look like in a professional mode. Like as you can see here, it's not neat. The first line is different with the second line. The second line is longer than the first line. Like and likewise, this line is shorter than the upper line before it. Likewise, if you can see the right of all the text, it looks somehow. It's not looks neatly. So to Control J, what Control J though do is that it will justify it. It will make your work look so neat. As you can see, Control J. Now look at see the alignment now is different now. Now it's make our so this is all about the Control G. It justify our document. Then let's go to Control key. Control key is used to insert hyperlink. Hyperlink simply means, okay, sorry, we have 10 minutes to end our session. So control key simply means insert hyperlink. Let's say we want to add a link. We want to have a clickable link in our document. Let's say here, I want to use this word. Well, let me say, sometimes in a document you see something like this, click. So in this click, let me make it different. Let's say click. So in this click, let's say we are having a document, like it's going to link it to our online references in our digital, let's say assignment or something like that. Maybe we have something that is on the internet, is online. So we want to place the link here. So the link wouldn't is not proper to show something like http slash blah 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 or www blah 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 something like that. Just we will use this click and insert link. So to do it is let's show you something. Another let me use let me use let's say let me use let's say computer. Let me use computer. Okay. So sorry for that. I want to show you something. That's why since we are dealing with practical aspects, I want to go through computer. What computer is all about, we all know it. So computer now, according to Wikipedia or that is Wiki, we can have everything according to computer. So let's say you are making a reference in your document. In this of your document, let's say you are making a reference here. You are making a reference here regarding computer. You want to give a reference to computer. So what you need to do is that just highlight this word click. If you highlight it, just use Control key. If you press Control key, it will open another that is insert button options where you can see since we are having existing file or page that you want to insert. As you can see, it's already here clicked. Current folder. Don't touch anything. If you have your link online, what you need to do is that just what you need to do is just go back to your link, copy it. Let's say I want to copy this link. I come to from search bar. Can you see the search bar? Just press Control C. Now let's come back to our word and apply it here. So as you can see now, since I want to use Control K to show you what hyperlink use, just highlight the word click, then use Control K. If you use Control K, so here in this address, can you see there is address? So just use paste what we copied from our Wikipedia. That is the references from the computer. Just Control OK. So as I click OK, you can see that the rights now changed from the black color to blue color. If you press your cursor on it, it shows what? HTTP slash blah 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 this, and that means once we click this button, it will take you directly to a link where it will shows computer. This is what this is all about. Oh, this is what do. Since we open it and it's on editable mode, it would be hard for me to use, but I can use open hyperlink. Can you see it? Open hyperlink. Let's say we are in a PDF mode. Once you click the button, it will take you directly to the website. So now, since we are in a editable mode, just use right click here. Press right click. Press right click. No need to highlight it. Just press your cursor on it, press right click, then come to open hyperlink. You can see open hyperlink. Press it. As you press it, it will take you directly to where we copied this website. As we all know, this is what we do before. It's all how it works. Control key. Just control the right click, come to open hyperlink, it will give you two references. Let's say you are into projects and you want to put a references with direct source. You don't need to waste your time on proving www. Just put the link and just put in a direct source, copy the link, and just go and paste it as we done. That is all what Control Key is all about. So now let's go to after Control K, let's move to uh, K. After Control K is Control L. Cool? So Control L is left alignment. If you want to align, yeah, let's say we want to align, as you can see, let's say I want to align this heading implementation to left, to come from the left side. Just use Control L. L simply means left. Control L. It will come towards left side. That's we align it by left. So Control H will take you to left side. Then after Control L, then we go to Control M. Control M, that is our last indent paragraph. Control M moves a paragraph in what? Control M. Can you see it takes it to high? Wherever you press it, it will take you. Just place your cursor in anywhere. As you can see here, there is no paragraph of any. Just press Control M. It will give you a paragraph. Here you can see there is no paragraph. Just press Control M. It will take it directly since it's already aligned. So let's take here also. Let's say Control M. As you can see, it's taken directly. Anywhere you press your cursor and press Control M, it will take you to Control. It will take you to uh, that's anywhere you press you place your cursor and press Control M, it moves a paragraph inward. That is indents. Like formatting paragraphs in ACs or official reports. It's not doing this for you. So type a paragraph, you just use Control M. See, instead of sometimes when we are typing text and we want to put a paragraph, what we normally used to do is that we will start be using spaces. Like let's say I'm writing, let's say I want to write something like this. So if I want to start with paragraph or I write blah 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 something like this. So I want to put it in a paragraph. We normally used to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until it aligns. Do you understand? That's not how it works. What is work? Just use Control M. Control M. It will align it directly to this S. Hope I am communicating clearly for you. So as you can see, now we used to use 1, 2, 3. Do you understand what
Loud
I'm
and
saying?
clear.
So just use Control M. It will take it to the what? So this is all about control A to control M. I think this is where we'll stop. Now let's test ourselves. I think I will go back to question and answers where we can have a little questions on what we have thought regarding the shortkeys. That is from control A to control M. Now let's test ourselves. I will call it a shortcut key. I will call it a shortcut key, and you tell me what it can use. Are we ready? Hello, are we ready, please?
Yes, we are ready.
So can I call a control so you can tell me what it is?
Yes.
So okay now, what control I do, please?
Control
A.
Highlight all.
Highlight all. So
Highlight all.
What of control H?
Control H. Hyperlink.
Control H. I say control
H is
H.
used for it's used for replacing a word.
Yes. Yes, it's used to replace words. As I explained, I think I take so much time to explain what control H do to you. So what of control E?
Well, it's used to text on center.
Yes. Control E, as we all know, center alignment. It's called center alignment. It will align your right of into center. So I think this is all about our today's. Hello, sorry for the network disconnection. I had a network issue. I think we are on the questions and answers. So can we just use a 5 to 10 minutes to answer your questions? If there is any questions, ask your questions so I can see what I can answer for to it now. Hello, please. Is there any question?
Ina wani button ta ba kai ta ba kudu so ta yi.
Hello, good evening, sir. Hello, good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening, sir. I can hear you now, loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Please, I have a question related to that MS Word.
Okay, sir.
Sometimes if you are typing in MS Word,
okay,
and you are using, for example, double line spacing, for example.
Okay.
At times, in some lines, it gives more than 2 line spacing. So how can one correct this issue?
Okay, let me show you how it works. Let's go back to our what? I know what you are talking about, and then what's normally used to cut it. That's it also. Okay, so let me show what you are talking about. Sometimes when you are typing, some lines skips. Instead of you to use, let's say, double line skipping, you are using 1.5. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what you need to do always is, if you want your lines to apply in all, you need to highlight it all. When you need to highlight it all, for example, here, if I highlight it all, if I come to my line spaces, can you see it? Here you can see it's not applicable because there is different line spaces on it. Instead of if I press 1.0, all will be applied. So most of the time, some will come with add space before paragraph. Some will come with add space after paragraph. This is where the issue normally is. You may highlight it all and put it to, let's say, let me use this. I will show you. I know what you're talking about. Now, I have different on my, I have so many things on my line spacing. Here you can see there is a space after paragraph. Can you see it? Can you notice it? There is a space after paragraph.
Yes.
Likewise here, there is also a space after paragraph. But in here, there is no space after paragraph. Do you understand? The space is,
Yes.
it only uses what line, that is 1.5 or whatever the line space is given. So let me just highlight from here to here and show you how, where the case sometimes is. Now, if I want to put it to 1.5, can you see it? Let's say I put it to 1.5.
Mm.
So now as I put it to 1.5, if you can notice that the space from here to here is the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? The space from here to here is the same. Do you understand? All the spaces
Yes.
within here are the same. But the space from
Mm.
here to here is not the same. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Of course. Yes.
Hello, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. 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 I'm with you, sir.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you can notice that the
Yes.
space from this first line to second line is the same. Likewise, for all these ones are the same, but the space from this system processor and this first line is this different. Likewise, from this to here is different. That's why is you have a multiple most of the times issues where if you couldn't do it in the right way. To do it normally, what you need to do is that okay, if you want it to be applied all in all, what you need to do is that just highlight all, highlight where you want it to be applied.
Okay.
To apply it, go to home, come to line spaces. The only thing you will do here is that remove space before, can you see space before paragraph? Can you see it? Can you see my
Okay.
cursor? Remove space before paragraph.
Yes.
Now, the right of is different from the other one. If I remove it here, you can see. If I place my cursor on it, can you see it? It's now the different with the other one.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? If it is like this, once you remove this, those space will also be different. There is also the space after paragraph. Space after paragraph is that the right of from here, let's see. So if you can notice that the space also from here to here, that is different. You understand? These spaces, this one created more space, other algorithm. So what you need to do here is that just the something like this, if you want to apply it, let's say at the top, what you need to do, highlight it all and also remove space after paragraph. Just like as we remove a space before paragraph. Can you see? Just use remove space. Now it's match up. But normally in a professional settings, you need to allow space after paragraph. You don't need to remove it. You understand? Because of the paragraphs and the headings, you understand? Don't remove it. Most of the times you need to remove a space before paragraph. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sir, am I communicating, please?
Yes. You are communicating.
So if I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, and if I clear your
Yes.
mind.
Of course. Yes. Of course. Thank you for
So
the
be
backup.
removing the first one and just be leaving this one. Because you
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? This is all how it works.
Thank-
So is there any questions again, or we can call it a day, please?
From my side. Well,
Okay, so class, in the absence of Lucas, I think we can call it a day. Thank you very much for your time and have a good